All right, congratulations on making it this far. Fantastic job. You have learned an enormous amount. And in a moment, we're just going to go through it and sum up exactly what you have learned. You've reached a milestone here. Celebrate, grab a beer, have a little glass of champagne, whatever you need to do, because, you really have come a very, very long way. And we are well on our way now to starting to build out a proper business. So let's just sum up what we actually did. Well, first of all, we installed WordPress. Maybe you were worried about that in the beginning, but you saw how easy it was to actually install it. And then I gave you a tour of what it was all about, and we saw how simple it was with point and click, more or less, to create a cart, to have a look at emails, and actually to set up the store itself. Then we put on the storefront theme to give it a nice shop window. Now, there's still plenty to do there, clearly, but I hope you've had the opportunity to click around and see what maybe you could do to improve your store and make it individual. We set up the home page much better, so I showed you how you can add an image, for example. And we set up some essential pages, the terms and conditions and the privacy policy, etc. These really are essential. If you haven't done that, please go back and do it. Reason being, and I said this already, is that when we get into Facebook advertising, Facebook will actually look at your page to make sure that those pages are there, to see that you're a bona fide business. Don't worry about the fact that you might not have a proper business set up behind it at this stage, but they will look for it before they approve it. So yeah, what improvements could you make? What I've done here is I've given you the essential building blocks of WordPress, of WooCommerce, and of Storefront. And I'm encouraging you all the time, I hope you realize, to take the initiative and click around, see what you can find, see how you can change things, make mistakes. That's how we learn. We often learn by mistakes. Come back to where you were, try again, fiddle about, and you will create a fantastic looking store in no time at all. One thing I haven't mentioned here that you are getting for free is a responsive design. Now, if you don't know what a responsive design means, it means that your site will look great on any support. So, in other words, an iPhone or a laptop or a tablet or a desktop or whatever it is, it will look, the site will respond to whatever it's being shown on. It's a responsive design. You don't have to do anything. You'll get that for free. And lastly, of course, if you've just been watching the videos and you haven't actually done anything yet, that's great that you're watching them. Maybe you're trying to get a feel for what this course is all about, see if you like my teaching style, etc. But you won't make money, that's for sure, simply by watching the videos. So I encourage you to go back to lecture 3, get your TMD hosting account set up, and come back through the slides to this point to really get you building out an exciting business. Well done, guys. Fantastic job. And in the next section, we're going to start looking at choosing a market and also products that we might want to sell within that market that we know will sell. Okay, exciting stuff. I'll see you soon.